Hi guys.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Can you hear me okay?
A little bit quiet.
You're fine.
A little bit quiet. Okay.
No, that's better now. No, you're good now.
Okay, I'm on a brand new computer, guys. I've got a supercomputer, an i7.
Right.
So this is my very first time on. I'm really excited to be able to have a computer. It doesn't take 3 days to render an hour of video. So
this computer makes you look 10 years younger and about 30 pounds lighter. So.
Oh wow! Thanks.
It's years off.
It's worth every bit of the $15,000 I spent. So unfortunately, I missed this. It's 7:41 a.m. in Australia at the moment. So I basically missed your entire chat, and I had this Blab tag because I was going to pick up the replay anyway. So I'll still do that. And now I'm just sort of stressing a bit because when I went to pick up my new computer, the radiator in my car blew about 100 meters from the shop. So my car's about 11 kilometers away, and now I've got to work out how to get my car fixed and back home. So I go, and I've got a Blab session tomorrow morning too. So that's really good.
So are you saying you crawled all the way to this Blab because it was so important that you be here?
Look, you know what it is with Blab and talking to great people. Dave, this is the first time I've had a chance to talk to you. Obviously, I've picked up some of your replays and I've seen you on other Blabs, and obviously Mark. We go back a bit, and it's always enjoyable talking to Mark. And there's another bloke called Scott Patton who continues to get me out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. So.
Because people are used to a certain style, when they go on Blab, right? They're used to seeing 3 or 4 people, they're collaborative conversation, everything. But we're so new at this. This is such a new platform that I think that different formats are going to evolve and people are going to be more comfortable over time with different formats. But I also feel like perhaps the interview format would be good because at least you have 2 people on camera talking instead of just one person. But I'm not above testing or, testing and trying anything.
This is so new, and I think you do have to test and try. And I also think that once you, as the audience builds and as your audience builds, but also as the Blab audience builds, these different formats will start to take off. I know that when I do my podcast interviews, when I have those seats locked, it's the same sort of thing. People just drop in and out all the time because there's probably no real interaction in that sidebar apart from inviting questions.
Right.
But that being said, I said, look, I believe that this is going to be a great platform for doing exactly what you're saying. Coming on, doing short tutorials, like if something new happens in the industry that you're teaching in, just to be able to come on and just give a really quick 20-minute, half-hour tutorial, get your information out there undistracted and uninterrupted, and then open up. So I agree with you. I think we've got to play with this platform and we've got to experiment with it and we've got to light it up, because I tell you what, this is is where it's at.
Just want to add to that as well, guys, because I've been doing the Hangouts, same thing. I've been doing the Hangouts now for about a year. On Udemy's site. If you go on YouTube and you search for Udemy, you're going to find me, and that was very intentional. This is exactly the same thing, because one of the things is when you're using something like Blab for marketing, it doesn't always matter, and then that sounds odd, but it doesn't always matter how many people are in the seats at the time, because when you stick it on YouTube, stick it on your website, it's long tail content. You've got your podcast, you've got your video, you're talking about Udemy stuff that's going into search, and I posted a link earlier to a page where, I showed what Dave was specifically talking about, taking all his content, putting it on one page and creating long tail content that sits in search. So, but what I've noticed is this, with a Blab, when it comes to the marketing, the more people you've got in the Blab, the higher it goes up on the Blab page and the more people from outside will drop in. Okay. So when I'm browsing, looking for a few Blabs to listen to, I'll go through the first few, I'll look at the topics, and if I think it's nonsense, I'll ignore it. But if I find something interesting, I'll hop on that. And you'll find that the top one always gets the most traffic. So it's almost like this organic live search engine. So now, there's 16 people here now, and we had 8 earlier, but now there's 16. I sent out a few things. A few people have tweeted. Some people are popping in. They'll start jumping up, and people will be curious. So that's why it's really important about the title as well, isn't it, guys? Because I know you both got courses on Blab now.
Certainly do. We're competitors.
We're the first two on Blab, right, Tim?
We are indeed, and the thing is too, the beauty about this is that they're two totally different courses. I've actually got Dave's course, and I've actually been implementing some of the stuff that he's done. Like I've actually got more followers now by following what he said. So where my course is really designed for online course creators and coaches for strategies to sort of connect and build their business that way. Dave's course is all about sales and just another aspect. And that's the beauty about online courses. And this is probably something that we should say from the outset as instructors, that when we're looking at courses to create, don't be put off if somebody else has already got a course. A lot of people go, oh, I want to do a course on this, but somebody else has already done it. Oh my God, perfect. Actually, Dave and I were pioneers and stepping new ground, and that's probably more of a risk than going in and doing a Facebook marketing course or whatever else. As long as you are creating a course that is full of content and answering a question. And the point is, when you're creating a course, create a solution. Always create a solution. Take a pain away. And, but once again, it comes down to title, like what to call your course and everything else. But yet we're up there. We're the two pioneers of Blab courses on Udemy.